Righto, we're over at DWR Dyno, and this beast's getting it. Let's hang around and see what the mapping does to it. This should be a fun video. Let's see how we can smooth out the flat spots on this bike.
So the next stage is to run it up, get it warm again, run it through, check all the different throttle positions for fuel in, do a power run, compare it, see where it needs more fuel and less fuel, and just keep going through it until it's perfect.
Cool. Righto. So we're over at Dave Woods. This is Dave.
Hi.
There's two Daves.
There's two Daves here.
We bought this over today to see whether we can iron out the flat spots. Dave's got it on the rolling road, as you can see. And Dave, what have you found?
So just on the first run, it's 140 horsepower at the wheel. Full throttle fueling's okay, but part throttle is still quite lean. So we're going to try and sort that out. Just read the file out of the ECU at the moment, and going to go from there.
Do you find that these vary a bit in brake horsepower, the rear?
To be honest, they're all, the more modern stuff is all fairly similar, especially these. They're all quite identical. Obviously, this has got a full system, so this has come out quite a bit higher than the normal one.
Right.
I think the last one we tuned was about 135 at the wheel. So this is...
So just sticking this system on and not coming here is giving him, what, 5 brake horsepower more?
Just out
of the box, yeah.
I can compare it with the other ones. We'll have a look later, and we'll put some figures up. But yeah, just out of the box, that's quite impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. Let's because there's a few flat spots on that engine. It's quite lean, isn't it?
Definitely, when you take all the restrictions out of the exhaust, they just can do with that little bit more fueling than standard. When they got the cats in, when you run them lean, they're okay. But
people that don't want to spend 1,300 quid on a new exhaust, would you say doing a standard tune-up on a standard pipe is a good thing to do?
Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. We can tailor it to you. So with this, we've obviously got the electronic throttle, so I can open the throttle more. We can play around with them settings. Fueling wise, we can make it economical, which they are from the factory economical, but then we can sort that bottom out by adding a bit more fuel, playing around with ignition. So you can still get gains with the standard system. Yeah,
and make it run a bit smoother.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll leave you to fiddle.
Yeah.
And let's see how we get on.
Brilliant.
So what we got here then, Dave, on the
bottom line is your torque, and the top line is the horsepower.
Right.
I haven't got the fueling table up there, but we'll have a look into that later.
Torque looks okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, lovely, great torque. So what's that? 104 foot-pound of torque.
Yeah. These are torquey bikes.
That's why
they're fun. Yeah.
Exactly. The horsepower can be a little bit irrelevant because you don't want to rev it up that high. You want to use all that torque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another question I've got for you actually. This is quite controversial. So these days you can go onto the internet, buy a box, plug it in, send the file to somebody, they send you a file back. What is that, and why the hell is it allowed? Is it better to do this?
So the way they do that, you can send your ECU and someone will flash a map into it, and as long as your exhaust is the same, the air filter is the same, it will be an improvement, but it's never perfect. So when you do car mapping, for instance, and like these, they have wideband lambdas on them. So when you send a fueling table to it, the lambdas sit there and adjust the fueling. So it doesn't matter what car you put that on, each one's the same. But whereas with the older bikes, you just have one fuel table that you have to sit there and adjust, and they can be slightly different.
Right.
And there's no sensors to make up that difference.
So everyone's different.
It is a bit of a guessing game when you do it. So we don't normally like to just send files and stuff like that.
No, but coming here on the rolling road, you can see what it's doing.
Exactly.
So if someone's on their driveway, they can't tell you what the brake horsepower is.
And that's why we don't like to offer it.
No.
In extreme cases, if people are abroad and they want one of our files, we can.
Yeah.
And it will be an improvement, but ideally we like to have
for the first time, it's better to come in, put it on the rolling road, get the service, fine tune it, not just get emailed a file.
Definitely.
Fine.
And I've also done where people have had these files just flashed on their bike over the internet, and a lot of the time they come here to get it sorted out because they're just not happy. It's just not quite right. and all them little bits of ironing out on the part throttle.
Which is, this needs a lot of ironing out. Yeah.
So I could just write a file to this today, and it would be an improvement to send you on your way.
Yeah.
Or you can spend that little bit of extra time just fine tweaking them bits, and it's you know,
that's great.
It's definitely the best way to do it. Make that trip and
come here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So Dave, you were just saying about the throttle adjustment on this fly-by-wire throttle.
Yeah.
So rather than just mapping it, you're going to do stuff to control the throttle as well. Yeah. So if you had a customer who came in and said, I want this bike really aggressive, what would you do?
So yeah, so I could modify it in each mode. So if you had like in your sport mode, when you use it, let's say it goes to
dynamic mode on this.
Mode, let's say
Dynamic Pro.
You give it 10% on your wrist, well the ECU will give it 5. Well, I can go into that and make it more one-to-one.
Yeah.
So when
you get what you've asked for.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of the more modern stuff feels lacking. It feels a bit you're twisting the throttle.
Yeah.
And that's where we can improve massively.
And you're not going to get that on an email.
No, not at all.
No.
And also that's why we can sort of tailor it to people. So some people don't want that. Some people don't ride like that. Some people want it really soft. So we can also do that as well. Soften all of them out. But we'll do the fuel table in all of them the same. And then we'll just have your different electronic throttle maps.
Cool.
Each one tailored to you.
Well, I won't disturb you, but let's let you get on with it. We'll be here all day talking about bikes.
Definitely.
So Dave, your dad used to race?
He used to race at a competitive level at BSB, and he's won 5 British Championships. So it sort of all stemmed from that.
So you guys know your onions, so to speak?
Yeah, we like to think so. Dave prepared all of his own bikes when he was racing. So all the bikes that he won on were all bikes that he'd prepared.
Right.
Or one make series as such.
So Dave's just asked if we want the, what do you call that? The warm-up, the cat warmer.
Yeah, it's the cat warm-up.
So when you start it, it obviously warms up for about 30 seconds. It's quite noisy when you've got a pipe like that. So but he's going to iron that one out and stop it doing it, which is very clever. Well, more sociable anyway on the neighbours.
Definitely.
She got the ECU out. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
so she's on the bench.
We do it on the bench. It's the safest way.
Yeah.
With any software really, but yeah, we like to do that. I can get a full read of the backup. So if anything happens, we can then put it completely back to standard.
And you can do that anyway. Come back to standard.
I can put it back straight to standard. Say he puts all the standard exhaust back on.
Yeah. And then sell it.
I've got his reg saved with his original file. I can put it completely back to original.
Brilliant.
And he can take it back.
I think that's probably what people do worry about, because what are they going to do when they want to sell it?
Yeah.
Or what do they do if they've got BMW breathing down the necks for a warranty claim? Maybe just bring it back here and take it out.
Yeah, we do get that. Obviously, when people take all the cats out and they do all these modifications, something happens, they then want to put it all back to stock. So we can then put the...
But ironically, BMW fitted that.
Yeah, so you would be all right if they've factory fitted that.
No, they did it in dealer.
Did they? You'd be fine then. If the dealer's done it and they've supplied it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they supplied the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
The next stage then?
So the next stage is to I'll run it up, get it warm again, run it through, check all the different throttle positions for fuel in, do a power run, compare it, see where it needs more fuel and less fuel, and just keep going through it until it's perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
No overrun, yeah. It's too bloody loud for me to be in there. Righto. better? Sounds much better.
Yeah, much better. So
Yeah.
So yeah, nice steady increase throughout.
So would you say we gained 5 horsepower?
So we gained about 5 horsepower.
Yep.
Just throughout, really.
Throughout the rev range.
The main bit that he's going to feel will be all the low down, all the part throttle, the coming out of a roundabout, rolling onto it, where that part is so weak emissions wise. We've filled that bit in now. Opened up the throttles a little bit, nothing too aggressive. You don't want to make it too snatchy and aggressive.
So now it'll give you what you asked for.
Yeah, definitely. Kept all the modes, so you've still got all your different modes.
Yeah.
They'll all still work.
So will the modes act the same?
The modes will be slightly different.
Yeah.
In all of them, I have slightly modified them all, but yeah, in effect, everything else will be the same. So it's not just mapped in one mode; it's done throughout. Yeah.
Cool. It sounds better.
It's the best one we've had.
Is it?
Yeah. So I think the best before that was 140. So
right.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one.
So what are we kicking out now again? Sorry.
144.
144
at the wheel.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be a noticeable difference.
Definitely going to be a noticeable difference. It should feel nice to ride as well.
Smoother. Yeah.
Because that's what most people want. Really,
yeah.
It's just a nice bike. They all come with loads of power now. So yeah.
Well, thanks, Dave. Really, really good to meet you. Your knowledge is immense. It's.
Wait to hear the feedback.
Yeah. No. I'll get him screaming in my helmet in a minute on the way back. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, mate.
In the next video, we take the tuned BMW R1300 GS on the road. We have 2 GSs with the same spec, one dyno tuned by Dave Wood, the other online tuned by BHP UK. We will be comparing rideability and performance of each. Stay tuned by hitting subscribe so you don't miss the fun.